Hey everybody, Stephanie McPhail, Chair and Relationship Coach. For those of you who don't know my story, I spent 15 plus years of my life in emotionally and physically abusive relationships. Went right from one relationship and repeated the same thing all over again. And after ending the last relationship, I spent a few years of my life rediscovering myself. And now I am lucky enough to get to help other people rediscover themselves as well. If that's you, and if you're looking at any point in your life, whether it's after an unhealthy relationship or whether it's just a point in your life where you're looking for change, there are 7 different things that I found that were common that could help anybody looking to rediscover themselves. And today I wanted to share 2 of those things with you today. The first thing I wanted to share was number 1, get out of your comfort zone. For some reason, we get comfortable in our discomfort. It could be an unhealthy relationship, it could be smoking habits, lack of exercise, not eating healthy, feeling badly after we eat. It could be something at a job that we don't like. It could be coming home every single day and watching hours of television and not getting outdoors enough and not doing things we know we should be doing, the things that we love. And that's what we need to start focusing on, is that comfortable that's not really comfortable. We're bored. It's not a good, healthy place to be. One of the things that I did, I was always really afraid of heights, like deathly afraid of heights. Going up the stairs past the 2nd floor, I was really nervous. And what I did is I jumped out of an airplane. Not once, but 3 times. Yeah, it was that cool. If you've never done anything like that, go for it. I have to say, after doing that, I realized that all of those things that I was so scared of, I started to wonder, what else am I missing out on? Because I was so scared of that. I never thought I was going to do it, and here I did it not once but 3 times because I thought it was so amazing. In fact, it was so great that I actually took flying lessons. So I took a few flying lessons just to see what it was like, and that too was such an experience. Like, someone who was afraid of heights is now suddenly flying an airplane. And it could be anything that is uncomfortable for you. You know, for you it might be something to the effect of, going out to eat by yourself, getting a job. Maybe some people have not had a job in a long time. It could be talking to people. Maybe you're always waiting for someone else to make the first move in a relationship, but maybe it's time for you to make that first move and for you to be the one to actually be the first one to talk to somebody that you're interested in. It could be anything like that. But really important for growth, for any kind of growth in life, it's really important to get out of your comfort zone. Staying stuck where you are means for disaster, and it means that you're not going to grow. And life is really meant to grow. I mean, that's what life is about. If you're not growing, you're standing still, and that's like moving backwards. So it's not a good place to be. The second thing I wanted to share with you, and this is more importantly probably for those people who have been in unhealthy relationships, is finding out what healthy love feels like. If you're anything like me, when I was growing up, I did not exactly learn what healthy love was. And it really is, I can't really say it's the fault of my family, because that was what they knew also. But I really learned that love was this uncomfortable, pretty much anxiety-provoking feeling. And that you kind of had to deal with things. You didn't necessarily say you were sorry. People never really apologized. And there was just a lot of anxiety and fighting and just uncomfortable feelings. And after I ended my last relationship, I promised myself that I was ever going to be in another relationship again, I would not allow it to be that kind of discomfort. And I was going to figure out what it was. And that for me was really life-changing. How did I do it? 2 different things in particular. Number 1, I only hung out with people that made me feel good. If they brought drama or made me feel that little bit of discomfort in my chest or in my stomach, I didn't really hang out with them anymore. And I hung out with couples that I felt the same way with. And I started to realize it's not an impossible thing to be in a relationship where you don't make each other feel terrible, because I witnessed it. In fact, I witnessed it all the time with some very good friends. Another thing to do is to really work on yourself. And once you've really worked on yourself and you've done some of the other things that I'm going to share with you, you'll really start to love yourself and really forgive yourself and appreciate yourself and respect yourself in a way that maybe you've never been able to do before. And in doing so, you kind of send out those signals to not let anyone treat you badly, because they realize that if they overcome or surpass your boundaries that you've given, that you're not going to put up with it. So really, really starting to understand that real healthy love does not have that pain, it doesn't have that anxiety. You know, I remember that feeling in my chest and that discomfort thinking about love. And the day I finally was around a friend of mine, that actually a couple of friends, and I was standing with them and I said to them, I was like, you know, I get it. And they were like, what are you talking about? I was like, I finally got what real love, healthy love feels like. And they're like, what do you mean? I was like, it's a sense of calm and peace and comfort. And I got it. And I'm hoping you get it too. Because once you really figure out that being loved shouldn't hurt and that loving shouldn't hurt, you're not going to allow those kinds of bad behaviors to happen again in future relationships. And you'll end it before it becomes anything more serious, before too much time goes by. So I hope these 2 secrets really start helping you rediscover yourself. And if there's anything I can do to help, please let me know. I will be putting out more videos with some of the other secrets that I'd like to share. So thank you so much for listening, and just always remember, you're way stronger than you realize.